today, of course, you caught me again, and I didn't want to waste any time because I was hungry again. And I wanted to make something. So today, I'm going to be talking to you about unearthing your purpose. Do you feel stuck? Of course you do. Do you feel like you don't belong, or you don't know what to do? You know, just like you're just like out there floating around. You're different. You feel different, right? You feel different, kind of out of sorts. Well, probably it has to do with your purpose. And have you ever heard the question, or have you ever told somebody, I just want to help people? Of course you do. You came here for that purpose. You came here to help people. It's just your unique ability. How are you going to help people? And what you do in order to help people is creative of your uniqueness. That's all it is. It's your uniqueness on how you help people. So, what is your purpose? A purpose is a divine inclination to support community and yourself by not going outside but coming from within. So it's really your skills, who you are, your soulish acts on how you relay them to the community. So what are we talking about today? We're talking about unearthing our purpose. A lot of the times, our purpose is there when we're born. It's just sitting there, waiting to be used. But along the way, parents, as lovely as they are, and some parents, as lovely as they are not, write on the script of our lives, change the way we are, and then kind of cover us up with all this junk. And then down the road at school, we hear all these other things, and then with the internet, we hear all these other things, and then we get involved with other leaders or mentors, and they tell us what to do, and all of a sudden, we have no idea what to do. I'm going to help you unearth that. I'm going to help you unearth what your purpose is and give you some, like, a little bit of insight. Well, I'm cooking something to eat, because I am hungry. So, let me move this over so I can kind of face you a little bit. I think if that's okay, because I'm shopping things and I don't want you to think I'm turning my back on you. So, what is one thing you can do to unearth your purpose? You already know what your purpose is. So, what is one thing you could do? I know that a lot of us have ideas on what we should be doing and what we shouldn't be doing, But when you're trying to decide on what your purpose is, right? Reflect on your own values and passions. Many people have told me, you can't live on your passion. You can't make money on your passion. Well, some people are. I want to say a lot of people are. So I don't know where that comes from. But your passion is basically, not basically, I'm saying you're not big. Any of us, all of us, are not basic. We're extraordinary. Whether we live that or not is because we're not living in our purpose. When we are ourselves, we're extraordinary. Just so you know. Okay, when we're living outside of our purpose, we're just ordinary. We're born to be extraordinary no matter what we go through. No matter what we go through. No matter what goes on in our lives, we were born to be extraordinary. Just so you know. So reflect on your values. Not what your mama told you, not what your daddy told you, but reflect on your own values. What feels good for you? What feels good for you? That's my noodles. What feels good for you? What do you believe in? How do you believe people should be treated? How do you believe, life is, love is? How do you believe, How do you believe? Oh, I like coconut oil, so that's why I use this. So anyway, Reflect on your values and your passions. What do you love to do? What excites you? Um, when I'm hungry, cooking excites me. When I'm not, it doesn't excite me. So it's not my thing. I just do it to enjoy, because I love beautiful food. So, number one is reflect on your values. Reflect on them. Number two is examine past experiences and patterns. When you were your most successful self, and there was at the most contentment, what was it? What was it that brought you to that point? What was it that made you that way? What were you doing? All your successful events, what were you doing? That made it so successful, that made you so happy when you did it. What were they? That's what you gotta look at. Number two is serve others with your unique strength. We all have strengths and we have weaknesses. What's your unique strength, right? Years ago when I was younger, right? I didn't know what my unique strength was when I came to New York from Alabama. And I quickly found out that I was innately a teacher. Innately. It wasn't something I had to figure out. I was very creative in my teaching, so it wasn't hard for me to figure it out. Whenever it was easy for me to create curriculum was easy, wasn't a big problem, wasn't hard at all, and I got things done. So I found out that I was a teacher, but along the way, teaching was my thing, but along the way, family, my parent suggested to me, hey, you should be involved in human services, because that's always going to be the same. That's always going to be the norm. People are always going to need services. People are always going to need help. So join and do that, right? And then I did get involved, but in that I was still teaching people things. Teaching. Didn't realize it, right? This is the part I'm talking about unearthing. Unearthing what your purpose is that sometimes we're doing things and we don't realize what we're really good at. And the only one that's going to be your cheerleader is you. Nobody else. Nobody else is going to figure it out for you. Nobody's going to say, hey, you are really good at. Unless it's your family, friends, or somebody you really trust and are close with. They're going to say, you're really good at that. Right? Then it might be your clients, or it might be, people that you service, you're really good at that. But the only way that it is recognized and it is unearthed is that you realize it. You have to realize that. So recognize your unique strengths and your talents. Recognize them. Be aware of them and reflect on them, because they are part of you that bring out the purpose. Okay, bring out your purpose. Number four, and I'm only going to give you four because there's a few other steps, but I'm only going to give you four. Embrace growth through your challenges. So maybe those experiences that you had that were kind of odd, like it didn't go anywhere. The project that you did, you thought it was going to go somewhere and it didn't go anywhere and it was a flop. Well, go through that. Check that out. What is that challenge about? What didn't you do as part of your skill? What didn't you lend to that? So go through that and just check it out and say, hey, I didn't do this part. I didn't do this part that I love to do. I let somebody else do it. So embrace those challenges in a project, in a task, in a job, whatever you're doing that doesn't come out the way you expect it to come out, and then address what you didn't contribute, what you didn't contribute, and then take that as an opportunity to make it better and lean into your strength versus leaning into your weakness. So I could tell you, for example, for myself, what I did one time is I was at an event and I wanted I didn't talk about myself. I didn't talk about what I did. I let everybody talk about themselves, and then people started coming over to me. Are you the one that's facilitating this? I said, yeah. They said, we didn't hear what you do. And I was like, ooh, scary, awkward. What? And I learned from that kind of particular thing. I learned from that. I learned, hey, I wasn't supposed to do it that way. I was supposed to really help myself and look into, talking about myself. But I guess I want to say it was a lot of shame. I don't think people want to hear about it. And I think that's what my problem was. I didn't think that people wanted to hear about what I did, and it is my work is challenging, so people either don't understand it or pretty scared of it. So what I did do is I thought that through, and I said, oh, I won't do that again. I won't do that particular thing again. So whenever I'm out and I start to feel ashamed about something, I will make sure that I'm in the place, nope, I'm going to say this about myself. I'm going to participate. And I make that challenge an opportunity for myself. So, and then help it to refine it and help you to understanding your purpose. Your purpose mine is teaching. I can actually look back in my life and say the times that I did not feel useful and there wasn't a great outcome is because I didn't step into the forefront and be extraordinary and share my gift. I didn't do that. And share my purpose in order to help other people. I didn't get excited about it. So, I'm saying to you today, unearth your purpose. On purpose. On purpose, because you can be extraordinary if you just allow yourself to do that. Hello. And so, I'm just saying that to you today. I stopped in just real quick to tell you that if you want the other 10 of the other 10 of the unearthing your purpose, if you want the entire, I guess it's a cheat sheet, if you want the entire cheat sheet, comment in the chat and I will send it to you. So that you can take a look at it, and also invite you to one of my workshops that are virtually, and go from there. So what am I cooking? I'm really cooking, I'm cooking like a macaroni supply. So I'm using some cheese and some spinach and some peppers and onions and some noodles, and kind of making a surprise for myself. So nothing fancy, because I'm on this eating to live thing. Thank you. It's really nice. So if you want that cheat sheet, make sure you comment in the chat below and I will send it to you. If you would like to talk to me in general, you can reach me at www.ednawhite.com, and I'll be able to answer your questions. Thanks so much, and I'll see you real soon.